What is up? I'm Ben.
And I'm Tommy.
And we feel really bad for our friend Peter.
Yeah, so here's the story.
We're talking board games.
We are talking board games. We should maybe change our name to We Feel Bad for Our Friend Peter, though.
Maybe
just as like an homage to him or something like that. So we had initially done this list with Peter in it.
Peter, because he loves games like us.
He does love games, and he was part of our channel for a second.
Yeah, we featured him in our Lorenzo Magnifico video.
Yeah,
go check it out.
And Ben.
Whoa, we're not going to point any fingers.
Oh, no, we're pointing fingers.
No,
because we're redoing this list because a certain somebody
edited so many videos that they couldn't keep track of what they were doing.
All right, let's turn it all on me now.
No, we accidentally deleted the video. So.
Right, we accidentally deleted the video.
And when I say we, I mean... we're doing it.
But it's okay, because it allows you to laugh and it allows us to laugh. I cried that night.
And hopefully this video's better now.
It won't be. I'm purposefully going to make it awful.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to drag this video out. The editing process is just going to be so long.
I'll just delete it.
He'll just speed up all my talking. Do that for a whole video.
Little chipmunk talking.
There you go.
But the majority of this video will be area majority.
Yeah.
/ area control.
I see what you did there. Yeah, that was a good save. It was a good attempt at least.
Thank you.
Yeah, area control, area influence, area majority.
It's all kind of
I think I may or may not have had a disclaimer last time we did this list, but I honestly don't remember.
My disclaimer up front is, though BGG considers all these games the same, I am strongly in the camp of preferring area majority games. Area control, where it's you or me. I'm there or you're there.
Right. I've spent all this time going here.
You're going to kick me out.
Now, yeah.
My efforts are thwarted.
Sure.
Yeah. Those, just not my thing. So, mine are more majority based.
Mine are more control, I think.
Controlling an area?
Area control is definitely what I prefer. But we'll get into that. Ben, if you don't mind.
I guess start, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, I love that.
Why not?
I'm happy starting. Let's do this. Let's do number 5. Ethnos. By Simon. I really enjoy this game because it's enough for gamers, but it's simple enough to teach to newbies.
I think that this is a perfect game. It's almost a perfect game. So much replayability.
Very much.
So easy.
So easy. The decisions are meaningful.
Deep.
But the one thing that's lacking maybe is like a better theme or like the art, maybe the board. It's just
maybe
it doesn't quite come together.
Sure,
but the gameplay is awesome. You're trying to control areas, and the areas are going to score differently in each of the 3 ages. It's always going to be progressively better.
Right.
So where you
the same,
it's never going to be worse. It's kind of progression. So where you kind of choose to invest your efforts can really matter. Maybe if you go for the short, quick reward, or kind of go for that end game long.
Well, it's interesting. Some of them. Oh my gosh! You can see my list.
I am not looking at your list.
There's a reflection right there.
Wow.
That's why you turned the table.
You caught me, man. Just to see your list ahead of time that you've already done in another video.
No, but I think what's interesting about this game is you could have an area that's zeros across the board until the last round it's 10.
Yeah. So is it worth it?
You're not gonna score for 2 rounds, but that third round,
squeak in there and get that easy.
Yeah.
So it's got cool decisions like that.
It does.
Once you're
really
invested in the area, it's harder and harder.
Every game is going to be different with the different cards that you play. Yeah. I can't wait to see what because it's made for expansions. Yeah. And the reason I'm talking about this so much is because it's my number 5.
Ha.
Yeah.
That was quick and simple.
It's just such a good game. It is built for expansions. I like games. The games that I like, I want to see more of. Right? Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like new games, and if it's great, I'll add it to my collection. But my collection is limited, and the games that I like, I want them to build and grow and be the games that I love.
And if you want a better version of Ticket to Ride, that rather than route building, area control, with maybe a less appealing theme. Sure. Ethnos is the way to go.
Unless you're into fantasy, then Ethnos is a way better theme.
Yes.
Anyway, number 5 for both of us.
let's move on to number 4.
Go ahead.
I really want to play this again and play it more because I liked what it did mechanically.
Has your list changed since?
No, I don't think I've played any games since then. I still would like to play one, but I haven't. But my number 4 is Viral.
Okay.
By Arcane Wonders. I love the card play in it. How you have kind of that cooldown as you play cards and you don't have them immediately available to you.
Right.
So the managing of your cards is huge for me. And then I also really like, even though it's a stagnant board, you're playing on the same board every time, it's not just a map of, it's Europe. It's cool how you've got the different bloodstreams.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff
cool.
And
it's really how they flow and stuff.
Yeah, like it makes it puzzly despite being a stagnant board.
It's fun. It's a really fun theme.
You're gonna have to think a little.
It's a good choice.
But it's a good theme. It's friendly. It's fun, and it's not overly mean because you really don't like. I don't know.
There's some mean things. There are some mean cards.
But for the
Kicking
most part,
people
it's
out,
just
replacing people.
It's all in good fun.
Well.
And once again, you can still be in the same area as someone else. You're just trying to have the majority of germ virus in that
But,
area.
I mean, you can, replace people and stuff like that.
Yeah, a little bit. But that's a card that you're going to have to use and be careful as it's not. Yeah. Viral.
My number 4 is not Viral.
No, it's
not. I think this is kind of where our lists are going to separate, and I don't think we're going to have any more repeats. But my number 4 is Hansa Teutonica. I said I like area control, and this is really controlling the different areas, but it's also controlling the different routes in between that connect the different areas.
The struggle to control.
Yeah, there's a lot of controlling.
Like 2 phases.
Yeah, there's a lot of controlling that goes on here, and this isn't innately you can't. I don't think you think of this game and you're like, what a great area control game.
No.
But I do really enjoy how the control of this game shifts, and you're wanting to control these different things to get points, or do you? Would you rather like to increase your engine kind of thing going on? There's a lot of good choices. I've never won this game. It shows how good it is.
The fact that you like it still, yes. It speaks volumes to it.
It really does. Most games I win, I enjoy. Well, most games I enjoy, I've probably won at some point.
The odds are better that you'll enjoy it had you won.
Right. I think that's true for most people.
Yeah, it's fun to win, and you feel like...
But I've never won this game, and I really like it. It's a really good game. And that's Hansa Teutonica.
Like you said, it's maybe not the first thing that comes to mind, and because of that, I won't put it on my list. But if I was rating my list based on games I enjoy the most, this would definitely be on it.
I like how the area control works in this game, especially those routes, displacing people and stuff like that, having control over that so that it's a game where it's almost a game where you want to be in control.
Yeah.
Of the game.
I think what it is the theme, makes it feel less of a control game because
for sure.
If it was something like the supposed retheming of mobsters or whatever, that would feel much more like an area control game. They were going to do that.
We need to start a petition to get them to do that because that would be so cool.
Yeah. And that would have felt like an area control game, whereas being merchants making trade routes.
If you didn't know, they were going to do a retheming of Hansa into a New York mafia mobster style theme.
Yeah.
So everybody, let's get on that.
We'll be sending you a petition.
Petition, yeah. Keep an eye on your inbox.
Number three. My number three is the smallest game I'm betting on either of our 2 lists. It is one of my favorite 2-player games.
Considering the rest of mine are rather large.
Yes, and mine as well. But it is, make sure I pronounce this right.
Werewolf.
Hanamikoji.
Oh.
Hanamikoji is a great little 2-player game where you have a hand of cards that you're playing down to try and win the favor of these different geishas and have them come perform at your restaurant, opera house, whatever it is. But the way that you take your actions and manage your cards to control them is there's a lot of bluffing and trying to predict what your opponent's going to do in a very short, very compact little game.
It's basically Shot and Totten, or what's the other one? That's basically the same.
Battle Line,
except you have these.
You have preset actions that you have to choose from.
And it's really interesting how it plays.
And you start with a full hand. You're not drawing cards each turn. You have your cards.
Right, exactly. So, it's really, really good. Yeah. Really well done. Great I love this game. Yeah. Good choice.
Hanamikoji. Yeah, a little bit of
Yeah, I think it's Japanese, so I don't think they do that. My number 3 is Lisboa. Again, a game that doesn't innately scream area control, but when you're building the storefronts up and stuff like that, depending on where you place those is going to determine what points you score when people, I forget what they call it, but when they put the things on the outside of the city to
you only learn
advertise
the one time you read the rule book, then you'll never refer to it.
Yeah, it's the big long tiles instead of the square tiles that you put down. But I really like how this works out. I like trying to control the different parts of the city and trying to score these points, but very rarely are other people going to use those things to score you points. So it's almost like, okay, I'm going to want that in the future, so I'll put this here to try to... It's really interesting how it works. I really like this game. Lisboa is one of my favorite games.
I've only played it once, and so I'm going to hold my tongue.
Yeah,
but
you hold your tongue.
It's a very small part of the game.
It is. It's very small.
But game, everything's a very small part.
You know, I like games with a lot going on.
Yeah.
If you've seen a lot of our lists, you know I like games that...
The more complex and...
The heavier they are, the more I enjoy, the more mechanisms that are working together, as long as they work well.
I'm just kidding. I like all those games too.
But that's my number 3. Sorry if you don't agree. That's Lisboa.
If you don't agree. He doesn't care. He's not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
All right, my number 2.
My
number 2 is a game that I wish we played more of because I feel like it has a lot of potential. And I'm waiting for the expansion because it's been teased, but there's nothing else known about it.
Nothing else.
And that's Inish. I really, really like Inish as an area control game because it has multiple win conditions.
Yeah.
You can either be in areas where there are sanctuaries, you can be in lots of different areas, 6 or more different areas, or you can be like the lead or the have the majority in areas where there are 6 or more people underneath you type thing. So there's 3 different ways to try and win, and the way that the game is played is through card drafting, and the cards are your actions. So your actions are determined by your cards, and it's just really refreshing. I don't know of any other game that's quite like this. A, where your actions are cards that you draft, and B, where there's such drastically different win conditions.
You know, I don't know why I don't love this game as much as a lot of other people do, because I feel like I should.
I feel like everyone should.
I agree. No, this is a really good game.
You've played it, what, twice?
Twice, yeah. But I don't know what I'm not liking about it. I really don't. I like how everything works together. Maybe it's just too... You know, I don't know. I really don't know.
Maybe we should play it again.
I'd be okay with that. I like the game.
No,
I don't love it. And I can't tell you why I don't.
No.
I can't think of anything that... Because I haven't won.
I think you might have won the first game.
I might have. I don't remember. But that either way, regardless, I couldn't tell you why I don't like the game.
Yeah.
But it is a good game, and definitely check it out for
And
sure.
if you've played either Cyclades or Kemet. Cyclades or Kemet, you know that Matago kind of has been successful in this mythical.
Even Giants was pretty good.
Yeah, they know their stuff.
They do a good job with.
So
they do a good job.
Check it out, Inish. Number 2.
My number 2, again, Mombasa. This has made every one of my lists since all of them, I think.
Because it has like 20 mechanics in it.
It does. Actually, when we made our top 10 mechanisms video, I just looked at Mombasa and I rated. I just rated them. Which one do I like more? No, but I do really like Mombasa. I love this game. I love the area control in this game. And it's just a really, really good game. Trying to push and pull for the different ones to control the most in each stock or whatever. It does have that, if I increase this, now you're no longer getting that benefit and I'm getting a bigger benefit. So it's got this kind of, you're double screwed aspect to it, but I don't know. I really like it.
Yeah, no, it's a great game.
And I like how it plays.
I agree.
With the area control.
You keep putting this on all your lists, and I feel like the game is better than the sum of its parts. And so I have a hard time giving it credit for these small pieces in it.
That's an interesting way of putting that.
The game is so good because of the way things work together.
But I think because of how the area control works, I really and again,
I'll give you this: the area control is the greatest. I think that
it's the biggest
and the hand
aspect.
management are the two largest chunks.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'll give you the least amount of grief for it on this list.
We've gone over this before, but I don't necessarily rate this list as my my 5 favorite area control games.
These are like your 5 favorite games that feature area control.
Games that I like how it works, how the area control mechanism
you're highlighting
works.
The area control.
Yeah, and it's unique. It's different from other games.
Okay.
So
mine's mostly like if someone comes to me and was like, I want an area control game. What are your favorites?
Right.
These are the games that I would first recommend based on my enjoyment of that mechanic.
And mine's a bad list because of that, because it's not that.
Nope. Definitely horrible.
I don't know. Maybe it has evolved into my 5 favorite area control games. Maybe I'm no longer. I don't know, but I feel like all 5 of these are pretty unique and different into
No, they are very different. I'll give you that.
How
a lot of people wouldn't even know they had area control in them.
It's true. That's what I'm here for. I'm just here to remind you what games have area control that you didn't know. All right, number 1. Hey, we can do this.
Number 1.
We don't have to play rock, paper, scissors.
What?
You have way better odds with this, Ben.
These are much better. I was going to shake it. There's nothing to shake. My odds are yes.
Hey, that's not bad.
It's a 4 in case you can't see. There's no in case you can't.
Well, I say we go back to rock, paper, scissors next time.
3. All right. You go first because I like my game better than yours.
You know what mine is because it's my number 1 on almost all of my lists so far.
Mombasa are on every single list.
Yeah. If you haven't guessed, it's Rising Sun. And there's no debating that this has area control in it. No, this has area control in the map. This has area control in the war bidding, the phase of bidding the war.
What are the little shinobi?
Yeah, the shinobis. That's not what they're called. No, the Shintos going to worship. Yeah, no, you were close.
Shinobi, Shinto.
So there's a lot of area control going on here, and I love every single aspect of it just because, this is such a great game. If you haven't already played it, I'm sorry. But it's I don't think it's for everyone. No. There is a strong bit of negotiation.
It's very mean.
It is very mean. It's very mean.
Yeah.
But I love the game, and I love how the area control works. You're trying to control these areas during the harvest, but also trying to control them for the war phase. But then you want to move everything so you can control all the gods, and then you want to make sure that you have enough money so that you can control the things that you want to win.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It does area control really well.
Yes.
I'll give it that. Especially the different aspects of it. Like you said, like on the map, it is that I'm here, I'm going to kick you out, beat you up, you're going to lose.
Well, and while you're playing, there's not much kicking out. It's only that war phase.
It's that war phase, which happens 3 times. But then you have the shinobis.
Shinobis, yep.
Where it's actual, majority.
Yep.
There's no real moving or kicking people out. It's just
there's no moving. There. You go there and you're there. You're there.
And then you have the reveal with the coins during the war, which is kind of like area control mixed with
bidding, blind bidding. Yeah.
Yeah. So it does it uniquely. I'm going to side with Rado and be a little Care Bear here and say it can be a little bit mean and repetitively mean.
This guy.
But it's a good game.
It's not even a little mean.
I understand why people like it.
It's one of the nicest games I've ever played.
Sure.
Everyone's holding hands and hugging the last round.
My number 1 is a game that area control is something hard to do with 2 people. Just because it's...
You've already mentioned one.
I did mention one, and that's why I feel like that's a very small, compact game that does it well. This is a bigger, more robust game that does area control well as 2 people, and that's Twilight Struggle.
Mm-hmm.
It's a classic for a reason. It's the way that you're trying to
lame.
manipulate the board over the course of the game with a fairly predictable arc. Like, you know which areas are going to be scoring first and which ones are going to take longer. And you know the cards that are in the deck and not when they're going to come up, but not if, when, rather. You know they're coming. It's just trying to prepare for them and stuff. But the tug of war back and forth these different areas, and you need to know when to give up. There's only so much reason to fight for East Germany. So when is that? So there's different scoring conditions, different end game conditions, but
it's basically one of the worst games out there.
Tommy hated it. He got called a baby.
I got called a baby?
Remember that guy who commented and was like, the guy on the left's a baby, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Because you were complaining about the dice, and I don't remember what it was, but I thought it was quite funny.
I am a baby.
It was comical, but I really enjoy the game.
If you're a baby, you won't like it, though.
No.
Guaranteed.
Babies there's an age limit on it for a reason.
There is, and I am maturity-wise not there yet.
But it's a really good game. Check it out. Have someone teach it to you.
It does have. There's a following for it for sure, and there's going to be a lot of people that like it. I'm just not in that demographic.
No, but I am. One of my favorite games of all time. Probably top 5.
Probably for you, yes. Probably my bottom 400 or so.
Concludes our top 5 for each of us.
Yes.
Area majority, area control videos.
Thanks for watching. We do have a giveaway going on right now.
Yes.
Giving away 3, count them, 3 copies of Unlock. So go watch the Unlock video, see how to go do that, and to qualify.
Yeah.
And thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you later.
I was a little late. I should have been.
Yeah, but that's okay.
So, yeah.